Hi guys, welcome back to the Cozy Corner. We are nearing the end of October, which means it's time for November picks with the TBR jar. I'm really excited. I'm going to pick 5 prompts for my November reads, as I am doing another reading challenge. I'm going to give you a slight sneak peek into my reading challenge for November. So among others, I will be reading George Orwell's 1984, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keith. That is 3 out of the 7 books I'll be reading for the challenge. So I'm hoping that the TBR jar will be really nice to me and allow me to pick things that aren't extremely long, just because I feel that 7 books is quite a lot already. So that being said, let's get going. So prompt number 1 is yes, a book under 200 pages. What have we got going? Right. Let me just check these are under 200 pages. Yep, so I have a couple of poetry books. Nikita Gill's Your Soul is a River, and then Janae Cecilia's I Am More Than My Nightmares. And then is this one under 200 pages? Yes. Carlo Rovelli's Helgoland, which is quantum physics, so might be a bit of a heavy read. Alice Austen Lived Here by Alex Gino, which I'm pretty sure is under, yep, 162, and then okay, 5 People You Meet in Heaven is 208 pages, so slightly longer. Okay, well, let's have a think. I think I'm going to go for Nikita Gill, Your Soul is a River. And this will be a reread. I read this probably 5-6 years ago now. So I am slowly rereading all of my poetry books and seeing which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to donate. So that will be a reread and 2 jobs in one at the same time. Really quickly work these back. Okay, let's go for prompt number 2. A book by your favourite author. Right, so where's the other one? I have 2 favourite authors, Philippa Gregory and Friedrich Bachmann. So I can either go for The Berlin Traitor or The Constant Princess by Philippa Gregory, or if I go for a Bachmann, I have A Man Called Ove, Anxious People, and My Friends. needs 3, but I did literally get that this week. So do I make it wait a little bit longer? Man Called Ove, or my friends, the cover on this book is stunning. This one's set in summer, and we are definitely not in summer. It's a very dreary, chilly day here in England, so okay, I'll go for A Man Called Ove. And I've heard mixed things as far as, these are all going back in the wrong places, as far as some people said it's really heartwarming, and then other people said it is utterly heartbreaking and it's totally destroyed them. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's prompt number 2. Prompt number 3 is an author you want to read more of. Oish. I don't know. Who do I want to read more of? Oh, actually, there's 2 authors that I've read their first books, and then these are the second books that I want to read. And then I have, okay, so I have Caitlin Doherty's Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. I read her book, I think it's called something ridiculous like Will My Cat Eat My Eyes? Will My Cat Eat My Eyebrows? Something along those lines. I'll try and find the title and link it. So Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematorium. So I'm really intrigued to read that one. And then along the same sort of lines, I read Dr. Richard Shepherd's Unnatural Causes, and then his second book is 7 Ages of Death. And then Jennifer Lynn Barnes, this would be the 4th and final book in the Naturals, and I so want to finish the series because it's so good, but because it's so good I don't want to finish the series. So I'm going to put that back because I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to the Naturals yet. 7 Ages of Death or Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Okay, so a little bit of the blurb of the 7 Ages of Death. In each of his 23,000 postmortems, Dr. Richard Shepherd, our foremost medical detective, has uncovered the secrets not only of how people have died, but also how they've lived. From murder to misadventure, from illness to accidental death, from genetic malfunctions to suicide, from childhood to old age, he has now gathered 24 of his most challenging and revealing cases through which he invites us to explore the full spectrum of our existence. Sounds so good. And then Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. From her first day at Westwind Cremation and Burial, 23-year-old Caitlin Doherty threw herself into a curious new profession, coming face to face with the very thing we go to great lengths to avoid thinking about. She started to wonder about the lives of those she cremated and the mourning families they left behind, and found herself confounded by people's erratic reactions to death. Exploring our death rituals and those of other cultures, she pleads the case for healthier attitudes around death and dying. Full of bizarre encounters, gallows humour, and vivid characters, both living and very dead, this illuminating account makes this otherwise terrifying subject inviting and fascinating. Oh. Okay, I'm going to pick based on the first sentence of the first chapter. Right, so Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. A girl always remembers the first corpse she shaves. No comment. School books lost, one trainer under the kitchen table, the kids singing in the comic song, which was even now blaring from radios all over Britain, bickering over the words, missing the high notes but raising the inevitable chorus. Sandwiches half made, me panicking over time. It was Monday morning. I think I'm going to go with Something Gets in Your Eyes, because that first sentence was a thing. It was a thing that I read, and I can't wait to read more of it, if I'm totally honest. So that will be book number 3. Oh, okay, that one came flying out. A book with queer characters or author. Dun dun dun. Okay, so just off the top of my head of what I've got on my bookshelf, without looking too deeply into it. I am probably missing things to pull off the shelf. But I'm going to go with The Big Bang Theory. The definitive insert. Wow, the English language is really testing for me today. Inside story of the Epic Hits series. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. My brother said this one was really, really good. Ocean Vuong, On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, and Alice Austen Lived Here. So quick recap, obviously there are queer characters in The Big Bang Theory. Alice Austen is about I think she is non-binary. Yes, about a photographer, Alice Austen, who is non-binary. On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, not only is the author queer, but the 2 main characters are queer as well, and then Aristotle and Dante are also queer characters. So, right, I've already got one reread in there, so I'm going to put On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous back. So I don't want to do 2 rereads in 1 month. I feel The Big Bang Theory is quite a chunky book, and I'm already reading 7 books for my challenge this month. Right. Let's do what I did on the last one. Let's go with the opening sentence. I can see the Statue of Liberty from my bedroom window. I'm not trying to brag, it's just true. Okay. And then the first chapter. One summer's night I fell asleep, hoping the world would be different when I woke up. Do you want? Let's go for Aristotle and Dante. I'm going to take up my brother's advice on that. And that's book number 4 for November. So one last one. Please be kind. Oh, okay. A book you got secondhand. That won't be difficult. I do get a lot of my books secondhand. So what do I fancy reading out of the books that I've got secondhand is going to be more to the point here. What have I got? Okay, let's put those back. Because in the reading challenge, everything apart from one is a fiction, I'm going to pick out a non-fiction for this, just to try and balance it out a little bit. So again, Dr. Richard Shepard's 7 Ages of Death. Sorry for Your Loss, What Working with the Dead Taught Me About Life by Kate Marshall. Past Mortems, Life and Death Beyond the Mortuary Doors by Carla Valentine. Mary Roach's Stiff, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers. I've heard such good things about this book. Lady Killers, Deadly Women Through History by Troy Telfer. And then Sue's Black, All That Remains, A Life in Death. And actually my chiropractor recommended this one to me. I don't even know how he got into that conversation, but yes, this came up in conversation and he thoroughly recommended that I read it. Oh, dust jackets on upside down. So confused for a minute then. So I'm feeling, what am I feeling? I'm feeling either that one, or that one. I'm going to go for All That Remains, A Life in Death by Sue Black. Just so when I next go back to the chiropractor, I can be like, I read it. And he'll be like, what did you think? And I can't tell you how that conversation's going to go yet until I've actually read the book, but I'm excited to read it. Okay, so let's recap what we're reading. If you also have any ideas for prompts, let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas to chuck back in the jar. So November reads, as stands, are All That Remains, A Life and Death by Sue Black. Nikita Gill's Your Soul is a River, which is a poetry book, but it's quite some of them are quite substantial, so I'm looking forward to rereading that. Caitlin Doherty's Smoke Gets on Your Eyes, which I am probably my most anticipated read for November, because her other book was a perfect balance of comedic genius and death. Is there such a thing, the perfect balance between those two things? But anyway, I'm very much looking forward to that. Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman. I'm actually a little bit apprehensive going into this. Yeah, everything I've read so far by Fredrik Backman has literally destroyed me. So I don't expect anything different from this one, but I like a challenge. And then Benjamin, Science, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe to round that off. So I'm looking forward to reading those. Let me know what you guys are going to be reading for November, and hope you all had a very successful October reading. See you guys soon. Bye.